Arlington is full of awesome neighborhoods, and they all have different feels to them. From the clearly urban, high-rise neighborhoods to the neighborhoods where you might be surprised to know that you're only a couple miles from a bustling city, you've got a wide range of options to choose from. So how exactly are you supposed to choose? Let's talk about a few of my favorites to give you a feel for your options. Crystal City, located in South Arlington, is also now part of National Landing area. Crystal City is a fairly urban neighborhood known for its underground shopping mall, as well as everything else that it has to offer. There are a ton of options for shopping, restaurants to include casual eateries and fine dining restaurants, and entertainment to include the Alamo Drafthouse, Cinetic Theater, and the water park. Crystal City is conveniently located and provides easy access to Washington, D.C., the Metro's yellow and blue lines, Reagan National Airport, and many other parts of Northern Virginia. There are plenty of outdoor spaces to include Gravelly Point Park, Longbridge Park, and the Mount Vernon Trail. Crystal City is also great for pedestrians as most everything is conveniently located with plenty of trails and sidewalks to get around. In this neighborhood, you'll primarily find condominiums and townhomes with prices ranging from about $500,000 to nearly $1 million. Aurora Highlands is Crystal City's slightly western neighbor and also slightly more suburban neighbor. It has plenty of great food options along 23rd Street. Options include several bars and restaurants, to include the Kebab Palace, Freddy's Beach Bar and Restaurant, and the Crystal City Sports Pub, all of which have been around for quite a while now. There aren't as many shops available, but Crystal City and Pentagon City are right nearby, so you won't be lacking if you're looking for great shopping. Aurora Highlands has 2 metro stations nearby, with access to both the yellow and blue lines, as well as several bus stops in the area. You'll also have easy access to DC, the airport, and other areas of Northern Virginia. And similar to Crystal City, Aurora Highlands is great for pedestrians. If you're looking for outdoor spaces, be sure to check out Virginia Highlands Park, which has several sports fields, a small dog park, and just some nice green space in general. Homes in this area are primarily single-family homes with a few multi-family buildings, and prices range from $750,000 to a couple $1 million. Shirlington is in South Arlington and sits along the border of Alexandria. Shirlington still has a suburban feel, but with a slightly more urban flavor. There are a ton of food options to include some of my favorites, Carlisle, Busboys and Poets, and the Best Buns Bread Company. There are a lot of shopping options in the area as well. Shirlington is great for pedestrians within the neighborhood, but it's a little harder to get to as there are no metro stations, but they do have several bus stops. If you have a car, it's very easy to get around, but keep in mind that parking can be limited. You also have easy access to DC and the surrounding Northern Virginia areas. The primary outdoor spaces in Shirlington include Reynolds Park and Shirlington Park. The vast majority of homes in Shirlington are condos and townhouses with prices ranging from a couple $100,000 up to $850,000. Lyon Village is in North Arlington, and it sits just north of Clarendon Boulevard. Given its location, you might think that it has a more urban feel, but Lyon Village is actually more of a small suburban neighborhood vibe. Although the neighborhood doesn't have a ton of food and shopping right in the area itself, there's plenty of food and shopping nearby on Wilson Boulevard and Washington Boulevard, as well as everything that's available in the Clarendon and Courthouse areas. Some of my favorites include Northside Social, Galaxy Hut, and Nice Cream. Since you're so close to Clarendon and Courthouse, there's plenty of metro bus stops and train stations, as well as easy access by car to DC and surrounding Northern Virginia areas. The outdoor spaces in the area are Village Park and Clarendon Central Park. Most homes here tend to be condos or single-family homes and range in price from a couple $100,000 to several $1 million. Chainbridge Forest is located in North Arlington, right off of the George Washington Parkway. This neighborhood is one of the more secluded parts of Arlington and has no shopping or restaurants in the neighborhood itself. This makes it great if you want to see only houses and no other buildings. Beautiful houses with gorgeous architecture fill the neighborhood and the tree-lined streets. The houses here are all single-family homes that cost over $1 million. While the neighborhood itself is great for pedestrians, there are no metro stops in or around the neighborhood, making it very car dependent. If you have a car, there's easy access to DC and the surrounding areas given the main roads nearby. Westover is a neighborhood in North Arlington just off of Route 66. Westover has been registered on the National Register of Historic Places in recognition of the buildings erected from 1939 to 1948. So it's also great if you're a history buff. This neighborhood has several shops and restaurants. Some of my personal favorites are the Lost Dog Cafe, Lebanese Taverna, the Italian store, and Toby's Homemade Ice Cream. Aside from the businesses in the neighborhood, it's primarily residential with no metro stops in the neighborhood, but with several bus stops to choose from. There's also easy access to DC and other parts of Northern Virginia by using Washington Boulevard or Route 66. Westover has a mix of housing to include single-family homes and townhouses. Prices range from around $750,000 to over $1 million. In addition to picking which neighborhood you live in, it's also great to know how much it really costs to live in Arlington. So be sure and check out this video where I talk about that very topic.